My name is Rosane Volchan. I am from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, living and working in Houston, Texas now, and I am a printmaker and installation artist. My first encounter with art was at a very young age. I could go from one station to another and experiment with different media and different kind of artwork. So nowadays I work in different medias. I love exploring different ways to work the line. Basically my work is all based on line, but I would do line with metal, I would do line with glass, with plexi, and experiment, and as a whole I put that all together in my installation work, and you know, it's kind of a perfect way to make it cohesive. I'm interested in biology, I'm interested in music, and those two subjects have been in my life for a while. I did study both, and I think they come out in my work. I was always very interested in how the human body works, and cells, and genetics. I actually open books of biology, but I don't want to draw exactly the perfect microorganisms the way they know. I'm much more interested in creating my own microorganisms, my own microscopic world. There is, again, a parallel to music where the lines go up and go down, so there is a moment of crescendo, a moment of tension, a moment of resolution, a finale, you know, or a open cadenza when things stay there under tension. And this was very typical also of the polyphonic era. Polyphony is a technique of composing where the composers got very skillful in the sense of creating melodic lines that would work perfectly independently, and they can work integrated and create something marvelous. I had experimented using scrolls also, because that way I can continue my story in a very 60 feet long. I find this exciting. In itself, there's so many variables, so many techniques that I can explore. So that kind of feeds into my hunger of discovery. So there is a scientific way of the way I approach different medias. I'm very curious. I often don't like to study too much about different technique, because I want to explore it like a child with no restraints of what you're supposed to do and not to do, because some very good surprises come out of that. After a certain point, I started to get the urge to immerse myself in my own prints. So I thought maybe I can pull those lines out into space. When I'm commissioned to make a site-specific installation, it's a very exciting moment when I first see the space that I'm going to use. I walk around the space, I get this excitement about what possibilities it's going to bring to me. I bring pretty much my whole garage. I have boxes and boxes of different pieces of small sculptures, and I spread them on the floor, and pretty much like a drawing, I start suspending them, and I have to walk back, and I have to see how those layers are building up, and the direction of the narrative that I'll be able to complete. This is a whole environment where they are invited to go close up and view certain elements, and then back up and see the big picture. I purposely bombard the viewer with disparate elements, but as in a polyphony, they work together as a whole. It's like an urge to create and enjoying the challenge. So how am I going to solve this? How am I going to make this 2D look 3D? Throughout the day come ideas. You know, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm thinking something, oh, I could use this.
Como compositora, eu contaria a minha história através de música, e como cientista eu estaria pesquisando uma área que me interessaria. Então, como artista, é uma maneira excelente, perfeita de contar a minha história. E isso é que a arte é para mim.